It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another video. Today we're going to take a look at the continued beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Just a quick reminder before we jump in, this channel isn't about rap breakdowns, so for those looking for a deep dive, I highly recommend checking out creators like Knox Hill who specialize in this lane. Speaking of lanes, I don't have a lane, as some comments suggest. I do the content that I enjoy making. Also, if you missed it, I've previously discussed Kendrick Lamar's track Like That with Future and Drake's response Push-Ups, which really ignited the whole rap community and started this rap civil war. So make sure to check that out if you're interested for some context. Despite this not being a breakdown channel, I do enjoy discussing topics that intrigue me. And today, it's all about the Kendrick Lamar versus Drake beef. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. First, we've got Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria. This track starts off slow and chill, a classic signature Kendrick move, setting a contemplative mood before ramping up the intensity. What stands out is Kendrick's approach. Rather than going full aggression, he opts for a more laid-back, even humorous tone. This reminds me a lot of Eminem's Kill Shot, both in how Kendrick positions himself as a mentor figure, humorously dismissing Drake, very Slim Shady-esque, and in the clever wordplay filled with double entendres. For example, Kendrick's line, "Park your son," cleverly plays on words, and his AI Sixth Sense setup shows his lyrical prowess. The track not only reverses Drake's earlier shots, but also brings up hard-hitting topics like the cease and desist over Like That, and questions Drake's authenticity and impact on rap and the black culture, effectively stripping away his N-word privilege. A very strong track that puts him ahead at this stage. Then Kendrick swiftly follows up with the 616 in LA track, pulling a quote-unquote back-to-back on Drake, like Drake did to Pusha T. This track feels like a strategic chess move, albeit a bit more subtle than Euphoria. While not as direct, the triple entendre in the title itself is a clever nod to Drake's demands in Push-Ups. Speaking of that, apparently 616 has tons of significance that involves Drake, himself, Tupac, and everything in between. So if you're interested in that, go check out some articles on that. There are some interesting reveals about that. This play shows Kendrick isn't just throwing punches, he's crafting a narrative and building pressure. However, this track, although intriguing due to being back-to-back, wasn't as solid and a weak chess move. Much like how Drake's AI featuring Tupac and Snoop Dogg was a bad move, this was also questionable. Drake responds with "Family Matters." Keeping the aggressive tone seen in Push-Ups, this track hits hard, with 3 crazy beats. The first, of course, being carried directly from the end of Push-Ups, which I thought was a very good move. And the whole music video or lyric video makes a significant impact by featuring a van from Kendrick's Mad City album cover being crushed, a symbolic destruction of Kendrick's legacy. But the track goes beyond just visuals. Drake escalates the personal attacks, accusing Kendrick of domestic abuse and questioning his tough persona, which are severe claims that demand a response. Kendrick's reply, "Meet the Grams," might just be the most devastating of them all yet, directly addressing Drake's family, speaking to Drake's son and even his parents, telling them about how bad of a father and son Drake is. Kendrick lays out accusations and exposes what he claims are truths about Drake's personal life. The mention of another hidden child is particularly explosive. If true, this revelation could be damaging beyond the confines of their musical rivalry. Even though Kendrick wanted to keep it civil, Drake ended up going a different direction by bringing up Kendrick's wife's name, Whitney. This suggests that both Kendrick and Drake aren't just playing to win a beef. They're aiming to reshape public perceptions. And if any of what both of them are saying is true, it makes it very tough to come back from some of the things that both artists are claiming. Specifically, if the stuff about Drake's another hidden child is true, it makes Drake a fool for starting two beefs, given he has this big of a skeleton in his closet in both beefs, with Pusha T and now with Kendrick. As of now, it seems that Kendrick might have the upper hand, especially with the severity and personal nature of his disses. These aren't just lyrical jabs, they're potentially career-altering revelations that cut deeper than lyrical rap beefs. It's also important to consider the broader implications of their feud. Both artists are presenting different values. Kendrick, with his focus on integrity, morals, and being a role model, versus Drake's emphasis on success and popularity. This isn't just a battle of lyrics, but a clash of philosophies, making it unclear if there can ever be a true winner in this beef. And at the time of editing, I found that Kendrick released yet another diss towards Drake, Not Like Us. I listened to it, and let me tell you, it's got a fun vibe, a more West Coast beat, and it's just wild. I mean, the humorous side of Kendrick that I was talking about is coming out in full in this track, and he's definitely making some pretty serious claims, some serious allegations, like Drake being a pedophile, being into sex trafficking and all of that. So although the beat was pretty West Coast and funk-like, got a bump to it, like you could play it in the clubs, the substance was deep. But I mean, Kendrick, you gotta slow down. The man is already on the floor. Let him get some energy to get back. Let him find some ghostwriters to hit back. Just jokes. Obviously, we don't know all the facts at this point. We just know each of their perspectives. But I do have to say, you know who the winner is in all of this? J. Cole. I mean, I was sort of bummed that he stepped away and didn't continue, but at this point I understand, because this is getting hella messy. I mean, it was already getting sort of messy with Drake's Family Matters track. He really raised the bars there as far as how personal it got and how messy it got. But the tracks that Kendrick released after go beyond that. But not anything specific about the track. It's got a fun vibe, and at the end of the day, it's really saying the same thing that Meet the Grams told us, which is that Drake is allegedly a pedophile, allegedly a sex offender, and all of that. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think is currently leading this beef? Any predictions on how it will evolve? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to stay updated. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.